What up, gents? Welcome to the Simsational Gent. I am your host, Sean C. And today we are streaming live from Playa del Carmen, Mexico. I am on the rooftop of my hotel. And today we're going to talk about a number of things. We're going to talk about... Uh-oh. Why do I hear this? I'm sorry. Let me have some technical difficulties, y'all. There we go. All right. So anyway, streaming from the rooftop of my hotel here in Playa del Carmen. And so tonight we're going to talk about the things, the lessons that I've learned living here in Mexico. And that's here in Playa del Carmen, and that's also in Cancun. So I'm going to talk about Mexico in general. I've been living here for over 2 months now. And so I want to be able to express myself about all the things that I'm seeing. As you can see, that's Fifth Street in the background. Fifth Street is like the equivalent of Bourbon Street or Fremont Street in Las Vegas, or walking through Gaslamp District in San Diego and stuff like that. Let me know in the comments, can y'all hear me? Because I'm working with some weird sound stuff right now. So let me know if you guys hear me in the chat. Somebody hit me up there, because I can't really tell. Right now, I'm kind of working with some things, you know what I'm saying? So a little difficult. I see a whole bunch of people in the house. I want to go ahead and, okay, thank you, Karen, that you can hear me. I appreciate that, you guys. And I want to go ahead and give shout outs to everybody that's here in the chat tonight. So if you go ahead and leave a chat at any time during this, then I'm going to go ahead and acknowledge you, because I can't do this show without you guys. And I know a lot of people probably looking from the street. No, nobody cares that I'm doing a live stream right now. So that's good. Neither should I care, okay? Okay. So first of all, I want to give a shout out to Men's Daily Advice and Encouragement channel. What's up, Mr. GG? Thank you for being here tonight. He says, what's up, homie? Nothing much, bro. You know how it is. Trust me, man. This is tough, man, because the only place that I have internet is outside of my hotel room. So everything I've been doing, all the work I've been doing, has been outside here on this rooftop, which has actually been kind of nice. My last apartment, as gorgeous as it was, it just didn't get enough flow sometimes. So I had to have a fan on me when I was working. Made it kind of difficult. Okay, I want to give a shout out to Karen M. She says hi. Thank you, Karen, for being here. The other thing I want to do is make sure you guys check out Mr. Gigi's channel, Men's Daily Advice and Encouragement channel. Let me go back to that one real quick. Make sure you go check out his channel. His brother's talking about real stuff that affects men today. So you guys are going to love that channel. Also, check out Karen's House of Chill. She has a lovely live stream where you can listen to music, just talk about things, and it does really well. I know you're going to enjoy it. And then you have Dave and Kathy Hyde. And Dave says, hey, Sean, looking forward to it. Thank you very much, my friend. Make sure you go check out Dave and Kathy's channel. On that channel, they do a lot of traveling and sightseeing, and I promise you guys will not regret that, okay? You're going to see some lovely sights throughout the United States that should encourage you to want to travel and see more and do more, okay? So Dave says hi to everybody. Karen says she can hear me. And then Dave says everything looks good and sounds good. Thank you very much, man. So I'm not going to lie. I was a little nervous about doing this out here tonight just because I wanted to make sure the sound is correct. Here's the other thing. It's probably going to be a shorter live stream than normal, which I know you guys won't be sad about. But it's going to be a little bit shorter than normal because I'm limited on power, right? So again, I have my laptop working up here. I got my camera up here, and the difference is that I get great internet service up here, but I don't have a way to keep everything powered. So the laptop is the most limiting thing, but that won't stop the live stream. All right. The thing that's going to stop the live stream is my phone, the power to that. But I brought extra battery packs and stuff, so it's charging as we go. So I'm gonna get into this very soon, very quick. Okay. Karen is saying hi. So let me get to the first thing. Right, or to the main point of why you are here. If you're watching this as a pre-recorded video or anything like that, make sure you hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel and hit that bell icon notification next to the subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos here on TSG. And here on TSG, we have My Adventures Traveling. Also, I talk about topics that affect men today that you guys may be interested. It also affects women too. So if you're a woman here, I would love for you to be a part of the conversation, because us talking about it and discussing these things has a forum so that we can get better and be our best selves, and in the end, live our best lives. Okay? Let me get back to the comments. Everybody's still saying hi. All right. Let me put this Coca-Cola on top of this page because the wind is blowing and stuff, so hopefully it's not too bad for you guys. So anyway, if you don't know, make sure you guys hit that like button right now, please, just so we can alert more people that this is going on right now. Okay? So I had this idea. Tonight I wanted to just kind of touch on living here, especially because there was an opportunity to film up here on the rooftop for you guys to see in the background. My portion of Fifth Street. Now, I live on the Midtown version of Fifth Street, so if you really want to see most of the action, you would have to go further down Fifth Street in order to find it. But there's still a lot of shops and stores. As you can see, that place serves seafood right behind me. Right next door is a place that does brisket, where they roast it for over 12 hours or something like that. So there's a lot going on right now. Okay, so I want to get into this. Okay, so the main thing I want to talk about, the first thing I want to talk about, me living here in Playa del Carmen, or in Mexico, period, is in general the way it feels. Okay, so the way that it feels living here, for me, I was here about 2 years ago during the pandemic. Actually, I was here during the pandemic exactly about 2 years ago, sometime in July, mid-July, right? And I remember being apprehensive about traveling here and stuff like that. And we're going to talk about safety aspects here too. But I was kind of nervous about traveling here. And just because I didn't know what was going on, we all didn't know what was going on during the pandemic. And I remember getting to my hotel resort and everything like that. And it didn't even take a good day or so. I'd say after about 2 days, I started feeling really good about not being in the States, because there was just so much angst. People were angry. People were mad. People were not used to being locked away. People were taken away from their comfort zone. And I think that we are starting to see the downsides of being locked up during the pandemic. And I think a lot of you guys could relate to that. Let me get back to the chat real quick, because I see somebody. Cuddy, what's that in? He says, brother. Hey, thank you, my brother, for being here. If y'all don't know, that's my middle brother right there, showing some love. Thank you for being here, bro. We got a lot of topics to cover tonight, but I'm going to do it very quickly. It's not going to be a long live stream, but I want to make sure I cover all the things you guys think about. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. Dave says, oh, there's a football game on right now. So people are very, very passionate and supportive of their football team, which we know it is soccer in the States, right? So Dave says, we first came to Playa del Carmen over 25 years ago. It was just a sleepy little fishing village with only 4 resorts. It's huge today. Absolutely, Dave. And it's so big that it's still growing, okay? And if I'm being honest with you guys, I am looking to invest here in the future, whether it be investing to make me money or investing my time to live here, where I'm close enough to the States to take care of things I need to take care of. But obviously it's fun. Somebody must have scored. So when they score, they get boisterous about it. So sorry if it's a little loud right now, okay? But I have plans out here, so I'm not just traveling just to travel. There's a method behind my madness. Anybody who's followed this channel for any length period of time, you've seen, go back to my older videos. I got my credit together. I paid off my debts. I did a lot of things to get to this point. This has been a 7-year plan for me to get to the point that I live here, like I am. And then you have the Sand Van. Hey, TSG. Hey, thank you guys for being here. Make sure you go check out the channel, the Sand Van. They are traveling. Are you guys still in Tanzania right now? Are you guys still out there in Tanzania? I know, make sure you go check out their video. There's lovely adventures out there, lovely sights to see on their channel. And they're doing van life. Now, van life is something that I wanted to do, but instead of doing van life, I'm doing this life where I'm just kind of traveling. I have no plan. I'm just going where I go, okay? I'm going where things happen, all right? So back to what I was saying. When I got here 2 years ago, I started finding a peace. And the one thing I wasn't doing during the pandemic was sleeping. And so I started sleeping again and everything was good. Then I got home back to the States, right, 2 years ago. And then I was doing well. I felt better. I felt energized like most people do when they get off a vacation. And then what started slowly happening over time was that I started losing my peace. I wasn't able to sleep. And eventually that led to me having to talk to, I had to go to therapy. You know what I mean? I had to go to therapy because there were some things that I had to get over. You guys may not know some of the things I went through, but there was some really big tragedy in my life. A lot of things that I had been through that I needed to talk about. Okay, there's gonna be some music in the background. I hope you guys can hear me pretty clearly. All right, so overall, how does it feel? It feels amazing, right? Like it feels like I don't treat this like I'm on vacation. So a lot of people will come to a place like this and the first thing they want to do is just hit all the tourist sites and stuff like that. That might be great for vlogs, that might be great for the channel and stuff like that, but that wasn't my intention. My intention was to immerse myself into daily living here in Mexico. And the first place that I moved to was Cancun, Mexico. And so I didn't go to the touristy part of Cancun, Mexico. First place I went to was I lived in El Centro, Mexico, right? And so I wanted to be amongst the people. I wanted to live everywhere. Hola. So I wanted to be amongst the people. I wanted to know what it was like to daily live in a place. And I know one of the quickest and easiest ways not to feel that is to start putting yourself in like a tourist mindset. So I didn't want to do that necessarily. All right. But I'm going to talk about a lot of things. So before I get into the other subjects, I just want y'all to know some of the subjects I'm going to cover because you may be interested in this. So before you click out, we're going to talk about money here. We're going to talk about living conditions. We're going to talk about food here. We're going to talk about nightlife, entertainment, different things, right? How it is to live here and do different things. We're going to talk about the people here. We're going to talk about the climate, the weather. We're going to talk about transportation, getting around. We're going to talk about how to dress. And we're going to talk about health, the difference between Cancun and Playa del Carmen. And then the last thing I'll tell you, it's my overall arching thing, right? That I am traveling for, that I decided I wanted years ago. And we'll get to that. That's the last thing. I'm not going to tell y'all what that is, but that's something that I want you guys to hear. If you guys are struggling in the States right now with the way you feel and everything like that, then I hope that last thing I talk about is the thing that helps you with your mentality and how you go about life, how you go about planning your next day, right? All right, so let me get here. We got Brit Girls Go Stateside saying hi to everyone. Hey, Lucy, how you doing tonight? Thank you for being here. Since Lucy's in the house, normally you guys know whenever I do my live streams, I usually have something to drink, right? And tonight, I don't, okay? Sorry, real quick, this is kind of rude, but I got to make sure. Yep, I got my alerts on, so I don't want y'all to hear that, okay? So, last thing, make sure you go check out the channel, Brit Girls Go Stateside, where they talk about a variety of things, their experience being British women and living in America and so many things in between. It's so well produced. Lucy's last video was so well produced. I was just noticing the little cut scenes and the little edits, and I couldn't help but notice how well it was done. And I tell you what, you guys with your editing, a lot of you guys with your editing just makes me want to step it up. If you guys have noticed here on the channel, I've been making shorter videos. I've been trying to do better with my editing too. I'm trying to make it more engaging and stuff that you guys can easily digest and go about your life, okay? So I hope you guys appreciate what I've been doing on the channel. Check out those videos, all right? Garçon TV, you should move to Haiti. You would love it. You know, Garcon TV, first of all, thank you for being here. And make sure you go check out Garcon TV. And, you know, I definitely want to check it out. There's so many places that I want to go. And obviously, that, you know, I'm going to try to get to a lot of those places. I think right now what I'm focused on, okay? What I'm focused on is building up this YouTube, getting building up the YouTube, building up my savings, building up my investments, stuff like that. Now, I'm not taking a long time to do that, but I'm also trying to put things in place, meeting people, learning the area, learning things and stuff like that, such um, that I can start making those types of moves, right? Where I'm traveling in different places, which I will be doing. But everything right now is very strategic. Right now, a lot of people don't travel, Gus on TV. A lot of people don't travel because they're afraid to travel. They're afraid to leave their comfort zone. And it's totally different traveling to a place than it is living there because there's a whole bunch of accommodations and things that you have to get used to. Typically, when you travel, you're going to make sure that you're in a decent place, stuff like that. You're going to make sure that some of your provisions are taken care of. Whereas when I first started living here, you know, I kind of had to get used to like full time living here. I had to get used to some things that we're going to talk about here in some of these subjects. All right. Lucy says, "Oh, thanks so much, Sean. I appreciate that lovely feedback." Absolutely. You did an excellent job on that video. All you guys do an excellent job, right? Um, we got, you know, the sand van. We got Grandma Does It All, which I'll get to you in a second. We got a lot of you guys who have channels out there that are doing amazing, doing great things. Brick Girls Go Stateside, Garcon TV, Dave and Kathy. Like, your editing is on point. If anything, you guys, iron sharpened iron makes me want to step my game up and even do better for you guys, okay? And then where we at? They're saying, the Sandman is saying, hey, Ash y'all, not right now though. They have turmoil going on. Oh yeah, yeah. You know what? And that's the other thing. That's the other part about moving to a new place. You need to understand the climate that's happening there, the geopolitical situation. You got to keep your ear to the ground of that. Even if it seems calm in the moment, you got to know that hey, things are on rocky terms because you don't want to be there when something takes place. You don't want to be caught in a place when a shift happens in that political landscape. You know what I mean? So you got to be aware of it. I'm even aware of what's going on here right now. You know what I mean? So um, then you got Grandma Does It All. Thank you, Wanda, for being here. Make sure you go check out her channel. She does an excellent job on her live stream. She also has a great family channel where she's raising her grandsons, her and her husband, and showing us how to give structure to these young men. And I'm so for it. Thank you for being here, Wanda. I appreciate you. Then we got Ham's Flight Kit Box. John, thank you very much for being. He said, "What's up, bro? What up?" And make sure you guys go check out his channel as well. He has a YouTube channel. I think you're going to enjoy what he's bringing to the table. Great content over there. And been a real big supporter of this channel. And I thank you very much, brother. Thank you for being here. And then Garcon TV says, "Thank you, brother." Absolutely, man. I'm here to shout out other channels, man. Iron sharpens iron, man. We're going to raise up together, man. We're all going to do this together. You know what I mean? So, you know what? I actually kind of like this. I was a little nervous about this. I got to let y'all know. I was a little nervous. I was like, yo, there's a lot going on. You got people, you know, around and stuff. You got people. There's a restaurant right across the street that actually sells chocolate coffee, like all kind of cacao, however you pronounce it. But it's all there. It was just a lot of stores and shops. At some point, I'm going to move this camera. Actually, let me see if I can do it now. Uh-oh. I'm bound, people. Let's see. There's a little cafe across the street. So you guys can see all of that. Let's put the camera back where it is so you guys get a good street view. Y'all don't need to see me. Y'all just need to see what's going on. And y'all can watch the scenery in the background, okay? So everybody's saying hi. Wanda says, "I'm loving the rooftop action, Sean." Well, Wanda, the only reason I'm up on this rooftop is because it's the best place where the internet works, but it wound up being a great idea. I actually had this idea a long time ago. I think it was my uncle said, "Hey, man, you should do a rooftop filming." And I'm like, hey, I don't know about all that. Is the logistics going to be right and stuff like that? Here's the thing, Wanda. I said this earlier. The internet is better outside than it is in my hotel room. And so the hotel room is really small. It wouldn't have worked. This is a beautiful venue. If we are on here long enough because I have enough power, then what you're going to see is you're going to see this rooftop light up with the pretty colors. You're going to see the street light up with colors and stuff like that. And it's just going to be a great place to film. And if you guys like that, I'm going to be here for a couple more weeks. If you guys like that, then I'll do some more of these rooftop filmings like that so you guys can see the people passing on the streets. I may even do an impromptu weekend filming. Let me know if y'all want that too. I will take you guys, the camera and everything, I'll take you guys live and I'll just go down Fifth Street live with the camera. Let me know that. I can do that this weekend if y'all want me to. Put a one down in the chat if y'all interested in watching it. I'm only going to do it if I get enough interest, okay? Geechee Lion. Hello, I was in Playa Del Carmen in Tulum a few years ago. Felt something like a Black Prince there. Coming to Cancun next month. Hey, Geechee Lion, first of all, thank you for being here, brother. I want to shout you out, man. Thank you for being here on the Simsational Gent. Yes, man, absolutely. We're going to get into all that. I know we were still talking. We're still shooting the breeze right now. This live stream is for us to have some fun and for you guys to talk about, ask questions, stuff that you might have about my experience here, and the people that's in the chat that may have been here. Ask them some things too, right? Because their experience might be different than mine. But I'm just going to give you guys what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling too. All right? So, okay, yeah. So Wanda says a 1, yeah, okay. I could do, look, even if one person wants to see it, even if y'all catch it on the replay, you guys will be able to see. I'll have live interactions with people on the street so you guys can see Fifth Street. Like I said, to me, one of the reasons I love this place, it reminds me of my favorite city in the States. And I'll tell you all about that here in a little bit. But let's get into one of these topics, okay? So I told y'all generally how I feel here. I feel good. I feel like that this is a great place to be. It's just great, okay? We're going to talk about things that helped, things that I've learned. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk about is we're going to talk about the climate and the weather because we can knock that out right now. As you can see, it's very beautiful right now. When I first got to Cancun, the weather there was great most of the time, okay? It did, if y'all remember, there was like a tropical storm or a hurricane that came through that started affecting Cancun. It also started affecting here in Playa del Carmen. And so I lived in Vegas for the last 4 years. And in Vegas, I'll be honest, I can't even say I've seen a good 10 days of rain, maybe 20 days of rain in 4 years. I'm just letting y'all know that now. When I got here, I saw more rain here in like a day than I had in years. I'm talking about like torrential downpours. When I left Cancun started to flood and stuff like that. So this place can be affected by the weather systems depending on the time you come. This is hurricane season technically, right? So it might be a good thing that I'm going to be leaving here in a couple weeks, but that's a whole nother story. I'll tell y'all more about that when I film the live stream once I leave. And hopefully the reason why I leave, well, I'm going to see family and stuff like that. I got some business to take care of. So I hope you guys will enjoy that. I will be down in New Orleans, so I will try to get some footage down in New Orleans with being back in my hometown on Bourbon Street. So if you guys interested in that, let me know. But I'm going to still put out the content anyway, just so you guys can see Bourbon Street here in 2022. Okay. And then it's rainy season there, especially July. Yeah, bro, it's been pretty interesting. He said it's like Miami. Yeah, torrential downpours. I mean, like, I hadn't seen that much rain, bro. Like, it's to the point where if you get caught in this rain out here, like, bro, you just got to wait on the side. You know what I mean? It's like Florida, like you're talking about Florida. Florida is one of those places that you got to pull to the side of the road because you can't even see. I'm talking about, like, the streets have flooded inside of, like, half an hour, man, to an hour, bro. Like, stuff was just crazy. Okay. The other part is it's hot here. You guys know that it's hot. I will say that even being up here, there's like a little breeze that passes by every now and again and stuff like that, right? So it's hot, but it's bearable. Like if I was in Vegas right now, it would be, I don't know, it's probably starting to get toward like 110 degrees out in Vegas right now. So, and then peak of summer is going to be about 120-ish, right? Arizona is probably the same way. Brick Girl, Lucy, let me know what it gets to up in Arizona over there, okay? And then Geechee says, funny you should say that. When I was in Cancun, December 2020, I left there and went straight to New Orleans. Yeah, bro. That's where I'm going, bro. That's where I was born and raised, man. That's where my people at. So I'm gonna go down there and check them out. I got something to go to. If it happens, it might get canceled. If it get canceled, I'll be very disappointed because I'm going there for that reason and stuff like that. But the weather is really hot right now. It's sticky. It's muggy. Uh, Man, if I showed y'all the bottom of my legs right now, mad mosquitoes right now. I'm talking about like, bruh, they love that O positive. I'm serious, man. They can't get enough of my blood. Okay, I mean, like they getting tipsy. Everybody, all the mosquitoes in the club getting tipsy over here. Okay, bro, my legs look terrible, bro. I mean, man, it looked like I'm a victim of something, bro. I don't know. It look like I got that Zeke, man. I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. All right, but overall, um, and I think I'm gonna bring up real quick with the climate how you should dress. If you want to be cool, you can dress in this something very light, something airy. Um, the clubs, the clubs here. If you guys have check out my club videos and stuff like that. You see people still look good dressed up. Well, people just go to the club in t-shirts. Now you got to have some type of shoes on. Don't go in there in flip flops because it's a liability for you get your toes stepped on to go in the club. So don't do that. And obviously some places will allow you to go in a bikini, but obviously you got to have something covering it. Um, but yeah, go comfortable. But there's a lot of people up there dropping money. There's a lot of good-looking women here. Go check out my last club video. The last video I just did was a club called Santito Tuntun. Okay, you guys want to go check out Santito Tuntun. I also have another video from Cancun where I was at Mandala, and then also have walking down Fifth Street. Okay, and I got more stuff coming. So let me know what y'all think about that. Phoenix reached 110 last month. Last month, good lord. See, listen, I will tell you, Lucy, I do miss the dry heat. I miss the dry heat because it ain't all this sweating. Okay, your boy. Thank God I bought extra drawers. Okay, fire. Thank God your boy bought extra drawers. Okay, so because you changing like two, three pairs of underwear a day, man. I mean, you just feel sticky. I took a shower literally like an hour and a half before I did this live stream, and I need another shower. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's crazy. All right. And then Wanda laughing at me. All right, cool. All good. Yeah. So I do miss the dry heat for that. But here's the thing: I never used to go outside when I lived in. I never went outside during the daytime when I lived in Las Vegas, right? I didn't go out until at night just because I just did not like being in direct sunlight. Now, you guys call me a vampire all you want to. Okay, I'm a vampire. Okay, I will go bite on necks. I don't care. Okay. uh, I am starting to come to appreciate the humidity because even though it's hot, sticky, sweet from my head to my feet, there is this little breeze, and the breeze feels cool. But if you go to um, but if you go to Vegas and maybe I hear Arizona be cooler than Vegas sometimes. But if you go to Las Vegas or in that Southwest region, you get that air whip past you. It's just blowing warm air. I feel like you're in a convection oven. Where am I at? That's why I love India. You can go to the club barefoot. Man, I am not going to no club barefoot, even though kind of interesting. But I ain't going to no club barefoot, man. Man, look, people step on my white shoes. You know how people step on white shoes? If you get a pair of white shoes, okay, they will not be white if you go to the club in them, okay? So I can only imagine people stepping on your feet, all right, with their dirty feet. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know about it. And then Lucy says, hi, gotta love the dry heat. Again, I miss it a little bit, but man, you can keep some of that, okay? Ash says that humidity is thick in Playa, bruh. Some days it ain't that bad. And some days, bruh, I mean, yo, I got a fan I bought when I had my last apartment. I moved here not long ago because my Airbnb was up, so I moved here to this hotel, which is not bad. It's conveniently here. But as we talk about some more of these subjects, you're going to see why I kind of regret living here now, even though I could get right on to the main drag, right? We're talking about money right now, or at least we were talking about money. It's more expensive, and we'll get there in a second. It's true. We are vampires. Yeah, bro, you already know, man. Me and my brother here, we are creatures of the night. We go to bed early if we have to. Not to be fair, to be honest with you guys, I'm not gonna lie. About midnight, I've been ducking out, man. I don't know what's going on, but I I'm just not playing no more. I don't know if age catching up with me or whatever. But let's get back to the money, okay? Because I know you guys, for you guys that are watching this pre-recorded, you guys want to know about the money situation here. So here's the thing: the price of the dollar changes here day to day. It will go from we say 20 pesos to $1, but the truth is the dollar fluctuates between um, $19 to 18.50. I've seen it as low as like 17.50 or something like that. But it hasn't stayed there long. It's typically $18 or higher, right? Between 18, you get 18 to 20 pesos per dollar, right? And so everybody has the misconception that if you come here, that you're just gonna be balling out. And there's nothing could be further from the truth. The people that come here and they're smart and frugal with their money will leave with money, will be able to have a good time, whatever. If you come here and you think, oh, well, I get 20 pesos to $1 because you don't understand math, basic math, and you can't do the math in your head when you're starting to pay for stuff, then you're going to see people, a lot of people leave this place drained. All right. So the little place next door, I had beef stuffed tortellini, which was amazing, by the way. Don't get me wrong. It was some good food. We're gonna talk about food here in a little bit. But that plate of tortellini by itself was like 300 and something pesos. Or like 300 pesos, which is 15 bucks. That's not including the pitcher of lemonade I got with the half a liter of lemonade, which was 60 pesos, which is $3. And then I had papas fritas, which is French fries, and that cost another 90 pesos, right? And then I left a tip. So by the time I finished paying for that whole meal, you're talking about it cost me 400 and something pesos, right? So you're talking about it cost me. Damn, I can't even do the math right now. It cost me probably more than that. But the point being is, it cost me a grip. It cost me 20 something dollars to just eat some tortellini. I wound up being hungry later. I wound up going, there's a 7-Eleven everywhere, just so you know. 7-Eleven like every block. Okay. When I'm going to 7-Eleven, I had to get some snacks. Okay. All right. We're going to talk about health in a little bit, fitness and stuff like that, how, that helped. So here's the thing. You guys watch my videos on the apartment pricing and stuff like that. Listen, you can live for cheap. Okay. But there's a trade-off. The trade-off is if you live for cheaper, you're going to trade away some amenities that some of you guys may not be used to. And part of the reason why I'm living the way I am is because, or trying to live a meager life, is because I want to be used to be able to live in places and not have all the amenities that I'm used to, right? Now, I still need certain amenities, right? And so even with this hotel, it's good. There's things that is better than my apartment, but there's things that is worse. You know what I mean? And so I've been paying for apartments right around the $700 range, $700 range, where I've been living at, the three places I've lived at since I've been in Mexico for the last couple months. And that's good for my budget. Okay. But if you're coming here and you're going to be staying weeks at a time, or you're going to be staying just for a week, maybe you can afford to live in a better place. Or if you're going to stay really long time, then maybe you need somewhere cheaper. And just know that, the higher you get up doesn't mean you're going to have the best amenities ever. It doesn't mean that. Okay. You can be paying $800 a month and you still might have some issues that you're going to have to figure out. So I wanted you guys to know that don't think you're going to come here, you're going to be balling. On this street right here, everything is damn near normal price. All right. For you to actually save money on food and stuff like that, you got to go away from Fifth Avenue. You got to go away from the touristy part of this place. I had a nice sized hamburger the other night, some fries and a cone and a Coca-Cola, and it cost me $10. And that was a little van off the strip, or a little van. $10 is how much a meal costs in the States, right? You can go to some of these little taco trucks and it's still gonna cost you $5, $6 for some tacos. So you know what I mean? Like maybe you get 5 tacos for $4. So you got to be smart out here with the money. Okay. You guys got any questions about money or anything that I didn't cover? Let me know down in the comments. I'll answer your questions. The next thing that I want to talk about is the living conditions in the housing. I'm only going to touch on this for a little bit. Oh, I see. Thank you for being here, Jason. He says, how the girls doing at the bar? I'm going to get to that. I have a section called Nightlife, and I will be talking about what you can expect when you go out and stuff like that. So don't think I'm going to forget about you fellas that want to know about the nightlife and stuff like that. I got you. I'm going to try to move through some of these subjects a little quick because we're already at the 36-minute mark. Right now we're doing good on energy, so I can't even front. Hold on real quick. Let me check my power. Okay, I ran out of juice on that one. 1 second. Let me switch over to this. I brought a backup source of power. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. All right, we got power again. All right, thank you guys for being patient with me. So we're going to talk about the girls at the bar. Also, John, make sure you check out yesterday's video where you're going to see girls dancing on top of the bar, everything like that. It was a good time, right? Everybody was real cool. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. Cuddy says, great information. Absolutely, bro. I'm trying to get this information out for people who do want to visit or live in Mexico and just know what to expect. You should go to the sexy bar. Well, it's not what that's not what I'm here to do, bro. I appreciate you. I do like going to the bars and the clubs. That's my thing. I like hanging out. I honestly haven't been going there as much as people would think, but I'll talk about that more when I get to that section. I'm gonna get there. Give me a moment. So here's the thing. I want to talk about where you live at. I'm going to touch on this briefly. If you go ahead and you get a place that has a kitchen, it might cost you a little bit more, but I think it's going to save you money in the long run. And what I mean is, obviously, just like when you're in the States, you know that if you eat out every night, well, that's going to start dragging your money down. But if you go ahead and get a kitchen here, it's cheaper to go ahead and buy a bunch of food and go ahead and cook some of your meals. When I had my Airbnb, what was happening was in the Airbnb, I was able to cook my meals. So what happened was I would cook breakfast and I would cook lunch and then I would go out for dinner. So I was only paying for like one meal a day. So, I'm spending like maybe $10, $20 a day at max feeding myself. So that's doable. You know what I mean? That's right around, you spending $20 a day. That's right about what most people pay for groceries, right? About $600 a month, right? You guys got a bigger family, maybe a little bit more, but that's about right. Now, when you live here and you don't have a kitchen, right? Now I have to eat out breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right? Sometimes I skip breakfast, right? I'll have a lunch, a lunch and maybe a big dinner or a big lunch and a okay dinner. But then, you might get a little snacky. I will say I haven't been as snacky as I may have been in the States, especially now that I'm in this heat walking around and stuff like that. But we'll talk about that when we get to the food section. Cuddy says, hi, Uncle Sean from Kyler. Oh, tell Kyler, hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing? What's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well, man. And then I had to show love to my nephew. All right. So if you go ahead and you get a place with a kitchen, it's going to save you some money. The other thing that you guys may not realize is that the plumbing system here isn't as good as in the States. And even in this hotel, the plumbing system isn't as good as maybe some other places. Like Cancun, the toilet flush is pretty good. But here's the thing. There's a lot of places that you can't put toilet paper down into the toilets because it'll back up the system. I'm talking about regular toilet paper. I'm not even talking about anything else. You can't just flush it. It will mess the system up. All right. And so, one of the little tips, and there's a tip for you guys. If you guys come on here, you're going to stay for any extended period of time. What I did was I bought sandwich bags, and you take those sandwich bags after, you wipe clean yourself like that. Buy that and wipes. You need wipes, you need sandwich bags. So you go ahead and wipe yourself. You put it in the little baggie. Use the what are those things called, y'all? Toilet wipes or whatever. You go ahead and seal up your little bag, and that way your apartment or your hotel room ain't stinking up with some of y'all stinky tails. And that's something else too. You guys, we're gonna talk about that here in a little bit when we get to the health section. But there's some issues with the food we eat in the States, okay? And we're gonna talk about that here in a little bit when we get to the health section. All right. The neighborhoods are pretty good. Because I paid a little bit more for money, right? If you live in a cheaper place, then guess what? You're going to deal with maybe some shady parts, some neighborhoods and stuff like that. I'm not saying the neighborhoods I was in was rich or affluent or anything like that. All I'm saying to you guys is that if you pay a little bit, I paid a little bit more for my apartment, then I was in a better neighborhood. Or you can go cheaper and still be in a good neighborhood, but here's the problem. The cheaper places in a place like this is going to be further away from all the restaurants, all the different stuff. It's going to be a longer walk. Cab ride probably won't cost that much, but again, you got to haggle with the cabs and stuff. If you try to pay for a cab with cash, they're gonna fleece you. Okay, so you need to make sure that you always keep some pesos on you. I don't roll with a lot of money on me. I probably roll with no more than about 500 pesos, which is about $25. I roll with 500 pesos or less, and that usually pays for anything around here. Anything that's bigger than that, I just use one of my cards. My card, I try to make sure my stuff is safe and locked away, and I try to take all that in consideration. But yeah, so you got to be cognizant of where you live at, distance, and stuff like that, and you got to know what your budget is. Don't be afraid to live a little bit cheaper and get outside of your comfort zone in order to be able to save money. Don't come out here thinking you're going to ball, though, that your money is going to stretch so far and that it's going to be all good. But as far as the living conditions, again, it's little things. Maybe the water isn't as strong. The toilet doesn't flush as strong. Getting used to wiping and having to put it in not flush it. What else? There's tiny stoves, tiny refrigerators, stuff like that. What else? The humidity, you may not have a good AC in a lot of these places. You might just, have fans or stuff like that. So the apartments might be hot. So, my hotel room would be very hot right now if it wasn't for the fact that I took the fan from my Airbnb and I use it in conjunction with the air conditioning that only blows out slightly above warm air. Both of them together makes it kind of doable. Let me get to the comments real quick. Color says, hi. I love living in Italy, but I must admit the plumbing in some places was a little bit of a drawback. Absolutely. And then so you got to get used to, like, okay, I'm used to being able to flush and think about it, but now you got to be a little bit more cognizant of your hygiene and stuff like that because you just don't have the same amenities as you would in the States. Okay. I'm probably going to be turning on my light soon, so just so you guys can see me. But it looks like it's okay for right now. All right. And then, so what's next? So we started already talking about food. So I'm talking about cooking in the house. Now the food here, if you guys love tacos, you guys love little taco trucks and stands. I know you see women all the time in the States talking about, I love tacos, right? So you can get tacos here, right? They're usually made in tortillas, and not like the hard tacos. You don't really see the hard, crunchy tacos in a lot of places, right? They just put it in a shell. There's a lot of places that just shave the meat off and they put it in there with the pico de gallo and stuff like that. And so if you guys love tacos, you guys are going to enjoy this place. There's plenty of places to get tacos. And believe it or not, I've only eaten tacos a few times here. Actually, I eat a whole bunch of stuff. There's a lot of pizza places here, believe it or not, like they love pizza here. I did not know that, but there's a lot of Italian restaurants. There's I've eaten there. I haven't been too impressed with the hamburgers here. Not impressed with the hamburgers. That little taco truck, that little hamburger truck, that had a good hamburger. It was decent, but it was like a hamburger you can get from a corner store. And sometimes those are the best. Anybody from New Orleans that on the West Bank know that Sonny and Ryan's used to have the best hamburgers. Okay, Sonny and Ryan's or any place they had the little mom and pop stores. Some of them are the best hamburgers you will eat, and it's cheap. All right. Let me get back to the comments. Oh, Jason says the girls at the sexy bar Pattaya look sexy. Yeah. I haven't been to Pattaya. I haven't been to Pattaya yet, but I will be there. And when I get there, I guess there's like a crackdown on filming out there, so you got to kind of be cognizant of how you film. That's what everybody's telling me, but I'll do my best to show you guys what I can. Okay. The girls at the sexy bar look hot. Yep. Check out my last video if you want to look at that stuff. Garcon says, is $5,000 a month in Mexico enough to live on? Absolutely. Yeah, bro. Let me tell you. It's probably more than enough. You should, if you come out here with $5,000 a month, you can easily live in a very nice apartment for $1,000. Right? Let me turn this light on. Even though it's going to draw attention to me up here, but whatever. Okay, so you can easily live on. You can easily live on about out here between here and Cancun. Probably, I'd say if you want to live comfortable, I'd say about 15. You'd still have to budget a little bit, but 15 is a good number because you always want to make sure you have enough extra, right? $1,500 a month, you'd be fine here. So a lot of you guys, if you're willing to live a little bit more of a meager life, you can live out here on Social Security, especially you guys that can get it. You know, you retire and you're getting $1,300 a month in Social Security, $1,400 a month in Social Security, and you don't live. You're not trying to go out here and ball. You're not trying to go out here to these clubs, stuff like that. You're not trying to like eat lavish every night. You're willing to cook. 13 easy. All right. I'd probably be saving more money, but you know, some people needed my help recently, so kind of set me back on my finances a little bit, and kind of distract me from my plan. But you know, it is what it is. 5,000, bro. You should be investing some of that. If you was living out here, you wouldn't have to worry about a thing. You'd be able to eat all that stuff. If you're not trying to go crazy out here and you're budgeting right, bro, you should have a lot of money. You should have at least $2-3 grand saved a month. Even if you go hard, you go $2 grand a month. You should have about $3 grand a month that you saving. All right. So that's the thing, y'all. You guys, you can easily live out here, but it's like, what kind of lifestyle do you want? What are you trying to do? If you're trying to ball out, you're trying to like eat lavishly every day, it's not gonna work out for you. You're gonna leave broke. Okay. But if you're willing just to live a normal life, you know, I don't go out every day. I treat this just like I did when I was in Vegas. And somebody tried to tell me like, well, why would you live normal? Why live out here if you're just gonna live normal? And it's like, it's part of the thing I'm gonna tell you, the last thing I have to say, the last point I have to make, the reason why I'm living a meager life. All right. So that's my thought, my 2 cents on that. So as far as food options, there's a lot of food options, anything that you could want, ice cream places. Oh my God. Some things here are just really good. I'm not gonna lie, some of the food is really good. Right? Some places you go, the food is really flavorful and amazing. And you guys are just gonna love it. You come out here, you guys are gonna love it. Okay. All right. What's the next thing we're gonna talk about? All right, now we're finally at, hold up. I talked about the climate, talked about how to dress. All right, we're finally at the nightlife section, okay? So you guys want to know about nightlife. We're going to talk about entertainment, and we're going to talk about like beaches, places to go and stuff like that. Garcon, part of the thing that's going to cost you a lot of money out here is going on some of these tours, right? If you decide to rent a car, you're going to need extra insurance. A lot of these tours aren't expensive. But if you were going on tours all the time, you're talking like 50 to $100 depending on the tour. That stuff all costs money. Okay, real quick, before I get into it, there's a guy who's on his thing. He's gonna start rapping and stuff. Let me tell you how they get you out here, right? So you're sitting in that restaurant like these people are, and then you're eating your food. He puts his sound system right down. He just puts the sound system down. Now he's gonna tell you, hey, we're about to do some entertainment for you guys. We'd appreciate you to give us money. He's gonna start singing. You didn't ask for it. Okay, you didn't ask for it at all. And then he's gonna come through. They're gonna come through, and they're gonna collect money from you. So it's like, yo, I didn't even ask for this. And they're gonna be like, yo, why wouldn't you give me money for me performing for you? And it's like, yo, I didn't ask for this. You came here and disturbed my dinner. Okay, but they do this every day. All right. Before I get to the nightlife, something else you guys should know. If you're walking down Fifth Street here, okay, you can't go a block. One block. You can't go one block without somebody asking you for money. They're gonna do this, right? You want that cocaine? You want that smoke? Okay? They're gonna constantly nag you. Even somebody said, well, you dress too nice. You dress too nice. Well, even when I quote unquote dress bummy, I'm just wearing flip-flops, tank top, basketball shorts, okay? They still ask me for money. The same dudes see me every day passing down the same street, and they still ask you for money. So all you got to do is say, no gracias, or no quiero eso, or esa, no quiero eso, esa. So I don't want that. But really, it's just easy to say no gracias, right? And just keep walking. Don't try to talk to them. Don't try to let them haggle. Just keep moving. Now this dude about to rap. I don't know if you guys can still hear me through the rap, but it's loud, man. I ain't gonna lie. Hopefully you guys can hear me well. Okay. So, yeah, they really messed me up on this one. Like, why'd y'all have to do this right now? It's crazy. Messing my whole flow up. Y'all see him right there? Wait. Okay, you hear me good. All right, I just want to make sure because that's loud in my ear. But anyway, all right. So the nightlife, okay? So further down on the south end of Fifth Street, there's all the clubs and stuff like that. They are tourist traps, okay? A lot of those places are going to cost you about anywhere from 100 to about 400 pesos. Okay, so anywhere from $5 to $20 to get into a club. All right, that's damn near normal price in the States for your regular clubs. Here's the thing. Then a lot of them are trying to sit you down at a table because they want you to. What was that noise? All right. They want you to pay for bottle service and stuff. Drinks, your normal drinks down on Fifth Street cost the exact same amount they would in the States. Maybe minus a few bucks. Like in the States, a drink is going to cost you 10 to 12 bucks, maybe even 15, depends on if you're in Las Vegas. If you're here, you're going to cost probably about 150 to 200 pesos, which anywhere from, 750 to about $10. Okay, so that's about standard, especially after you tip. Okay, so it's damn near the same price, right? A lot of the nightclubs here, they can be fun, but I would also look inside because they have people in those nightclubs posing. right? Sometimes they just have a few girls in there so that it makes you go in. It's going to try to entice you to go in. So keep your eye out for the tourists that's inside those places, because here you can look inside the club from outside. Look at the tourists in these places. Look at their faces. Look how they're having a good time. That'll tell you whether it's worth going in there. Now, if you have a table, if you see a table with a group of people, then they're self-contained. So it's going to give you a false sense of how good it is. Look at the individuals in there and how their faces are. See if they're moving, right? See what they're doing. See if they're talking to people. And that's how you know whether to go in or not, right? What I've been doing since I've been here, I typically go to the locals bars, locals clubs, and I have a lot more fun. Okay, I haven't even put out the video from the locals bar just because I don't like the lighting in it. But I'm gonna try to get y'all some footage from the local bar. And the reason why I like going there is because they just having a good time. They're not trying to gouge you for money. Maybe it might cost you 100 pesos to get in, but that's $5. Okay, 100 pesos is $5. All right. So I'm willing to pay the $5 to get in. There's one place I went. They give you a taza cup, big cup of drink or something like that. You got your beers going for about 75 pesos, which is about 350 a beer. So again, the beers are a little bit cheaper than they are in the States. I think the beers are right around $5-6 in the States. They're a little bit cheaper. So as far as the ladies there in the nightclubs and stuff like that, well, go look at my last video. The women here will be nice to you. The women here are friendly. You can approach them as long as they're not with their dude or anything like that. They're really nice. They'll talk to you. But you got to understand it's part of the culture, right? Part of the culture is that like they love to dance, right? Bailar, dance. So they love to dance, and so they'll dance with you, okay? But the culture is a little bit different. This isn't a hookup culture. So I know there's these people coming on here telling you that this is a hookup culture for you to come and I'm gonna have all these women and all like this, like that, and the third. You could, okay? Women are still attracted to money. So if you go ahead and get a table and stuff like that, you might get lucky. I don't know. But it still don't work that way. They're not gonna just instantly go with you. Okay? There are other countries like that. I'm just saying here is a more family-oriented type place. They do like to go out. They do like to have fun. Love to have fun. Okay? I cannot stress to you enough. Love to have fun. But here's the thing. If you try to talk to the girls here and you start trying to get to know them and stuff like that, or you're trying to get with them, whatever, you're most likely going to have to you're going to wind up talking to that one girl. You know what I mean? Like you're going to wind up being with that one girl. She's going to want to see you and she's going to have a relationship with you. Okay. So if you're going to try to come here and be player, that's not how it's going to work. But if you can honestly go, you look nice, you present yourself well. We talk about it here on the channel all the time, putting in the work and stuff like that. If you're willing to do all that stuff, then you can attract a nice chica and she's going to be really nice. But she's going to want to get to know you. She's going to want you to put in time in getting to know her. So if you are a dude that have needs and stuff like that, then there are places you can pay for. I mean, just put it out like that. Now, for my ladies in the audience, you say, okay, what if I was looking for a dude? I mean, it depends on your preferences, right? There's the local guys here, but, they're not going to be as appealing as, say the tourists that you might see. The other thing is you got locals here that are also travelers, right? That's pretty much the option for women. If I got to be real with you, ladies and gents, right? I got to be real about this. I was going to make a little short video on this, but I'm going to just tell y'all now. I see a lot of lonely women out here, okay? I know we talk about a lot of these subjects on the channel, but here's the truth. There's a lot of women out here that are, I'm living my best life. I'm sure they was in that. I'm going to do my thing. I'm a boss. I'm independent. I don't need no man. This, that, and the third. I'm sure there's a lot of them. I see women all the time walking around, and they're not getting the dudes, okay? They are not getting the dudes. People aren't even looking at them, all right? And it's like, from what I could tell, part of the guys are like, Why would I talk to you? Like I'm here in this country. Why would I talk to you? I just left that place. Now listen. Let me get to the comments real quick because I just saw something. Hey, what up, bro? Thank you for being here. Make sure you go check out your boy right here. Uh, you do editing and stuff like that, don't you? On like Fiverr and stuff like that. You do work, right? Like you do work for YouTubers and stuff. Check this brother out right here, doing good things, man. Check that brother up right there. Okay. He got it for you. Jason says, I wish with help. I wish with can help some of the girls at the bar out. Well, listen, I don't know if necessarily like you're helping them out. They're gonna go out regardless. Okay, they're going out and have fun, right? But let me get back to this point. There are okay. Let me put it this way. So there's a local meetup places. So if you go on like Facebook and stuff like that, there's groups here. There's expat groups and stuff like that. You can meet people here as far as getting a group of people that would like-minded, go on trips, hang out, go to bars. I went to an event on Sunday. A lot of people didn't show up to that event. A lot of people didn't show up to that local event. But what happened is when I see these events, the first event I went to was a rooftop bar, and there was local people there, not like locals, but like local expats that went, and then there was so many black people there, right? Like it was so beautiful to actually see a lot of black people just out traveling and getting out of the states, seeing something different, seeing a different life. But something else I noticed, gents, I saw a lot of them by themselves. I saw a lot of them not getting nobody talking to them. I mean, granted, people were socializing, but I see those same women living their life, going this way, and ain't nobody hollering at them. You see them in the bars and the clubs, ain't nobody talking to them. They're not getting the love like that. Okay? So, in one sense, they have their freedom, and that's a good thing. A lot of these women have businesses, they have their money together, they're traveling, they're seeing stuff, but they're some of them are lonely. And they don't say it, I'm lonely, but you can tell, right? You can tell. So when you go ahead and see these other channels and they put out these videos about, these women traveling and their boss and this, that, and the third, I see them walk by themselves. I don't see nobody trying to holler. I don't even see brothers trying to holler at them. The only brothers here that I see try to holler at some of these women from the States and from Western culture are like, I don't know, like other people that's traveling too. But the people that live here, they're not trying to holler at them. Just not happening. Let me get back to the comments. MZG says, I stopped doing editing for others lately, but I do videos on my channel. Okay, check out MZG's channel and stuff like that. Support the brother, doing great things over there. Subscribe to his channel. And then he also says, I was under the impression Mexico was hookup culture. Good info here. Listen, it depends on where you go, brother. I'm sure like you have places like, you'd have to ask my boy QB Flex, what his take is out there in like Rosarita and different places like that. It might be a little bit different there. There are places here, different types of bars and establishments you can go in where it may be expected, but I'm just saying your average woman isn't just looking to hook up. Now, does it happen? Yes, it can. I'm just saying there's an expectation on the other side of that she's trying to get to know you, that she understands that you're a turista and that you're going to be here for a short amount of time. But the women here are going to want to get to know you. They're going to want to talk to you, right? They're going to want you to be able to talk to them. They want to be able to go out with you. They want to have fun with you, okay? It's not just hook up for a night and then take off. It's not the way it goes, right? So, so the clubs and bars are pretty fun. Again, be careful while you're out there. Here's another caution, right? Which I think I do have safety on there, but I want to cover this while we're in the bars and clubs. Do not come out here and get wasted. Do not come out here and show your ass. Do not come out here and be disrespectful to the people that's here. Okay, you are in their country, you are in their bar, you are in their hangout spot. Okay, do not start drinking and showing your behind out here, because these police out here will take you away. They will take you away in a heartbeat. Okay. Then the other thing is you make yourself a target. You start walking up and down the street late at night. There are vultures out there. Now I'm sure there are people that have been here, and there's a couple horror stories where people have gotten beat up and stuff like that. I mean, I'm kind of lucky, like I'm 200. Well, I was damn near 240 when I got here. I'm like 225, 228. I don't know. I haven't gotten the scale this week. But I've lost some weight. We'll talk about that in the health section. And, I'm bigger than most people here. Right? I'm bigger than most of the dudes walking down the street. Right? I'm in that gym. I'm putting in that work. And they can see it. Okay? But that's not everybody's case. Not everybody going to be able to walk down the street safely late at night. Do not leave the bars late here. Okay? Do not close down the bar here. Okay? If the bar closes at 3, be your ass out of that bar at about 1. I would even say a little bit before 1. You can push 1:30. You can push 2. Depends on where your hotel is up on the strip. But if you have any significant walk more than a few blocks, don't be out late. They got people watching. They got people that see you. And you'll be a target. Okay? All right? So, I just want to make sure you guys are safe when you come out to places like this. Right? A lot of people want what you got. Don't come out here and be all flashing a whole bunch of bills, man. That's why I said I only take minimum cash out with me. Do not come out here and start thinking like, oh, I'm Big Willie styling and doing this. All that stuff that people show you guys in these videos, like, to me, is silly. After having lived here now, like, I've seen those videos, just like you've seen those videos. Don't be out here doing that, okay? Because some people might be watching you. People might be checking out your patterns and stuff. I shouldn't have to say that. Like, you go to any other country, you got to have your head on a swivel, right? But at the same time, since we're already talking about safety, I would say for the most part, it's been pretty safe. Don't close down the bars. Don't get over inebriated. Be careful who you talk to. Guard your drinks. Not everybody's your friend, because everybody's gonna be like, "Me friend, my friend, amigo, amiga." Like, not everybody's your friend here. Don't fall for the okie doke. Okay? I don't want you guys to be caught unaware, but everybody's not your goddamn friend. All right? So the other thing, safety wise, right? Make sure you lock up your valuables in your room. I'm not saying people steal. I haven't had that problem. But you want to lock your stuff up, right? You want to make sure that you have it in a place that's safe, that you won't get caught unawares. Okay? What else? Just be careful, man. Like, again, walking late at night. If you're walking late at night, if you can see other people walking too, and you have to, and you're like, God damn, I'm by myself. What do I do? Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to catch up to kind of close to people that are near. Walk with people. You may not be with them, but just walk near them. So that way when the police here come, if they're going to stop everybody, they're going to stop everybody, not just you and single you out. Okay? If you're a tourist group, 3-4 of you guys, they'll stop all of you guys. So kind of know to, don't be on the back streets, but at the same time, if you're on like the main street, police are going to pick you up. So just something to keep in mind. Okay? And just be respectful. That's the biggest thing that's going to keep you safe. All right, what else? If there's any more nightlife questions about this place or about Cancun, Cancun is a big tourist trap. Same thing, don't be caught out late at night. The nightlife in Cancun, I'm going to talk about the difference between Playa and Cancun. We can talk about the difference between the nightlife and just living. We'll talk about that here towards the end. But I want to make sure I get through a couple of these. The next thing is the people. So People are absolutely amazing. I will say that everybody's been really nice. Everybody's really easy to talk to, very friendly. A lot of people are willing to help you. Don't go here mean mugging. Just be hospitable, man, to the people here. You know, one of the biggest things that helped me, and I would tell you that if you're planning to do this full time, invest in this one thing, and it will change your time. Invest in learning Spanish. Invest in it. Take the time. I do Duolingo, and in Duolingo, I do at least a lesson a day. I've done a lesson a day for the past 400, almost 90 days straight, 486, no, 488 days. I've done 488 days straight of lessons on Duolingo. But the biggest teacher that I found is actually living here and walking. I've learned that my Espanol is un poquito. Um, it's very little, but I will say, and it's also very bad after I've had a drink or two. It's also really bad when I'm hungry. Okay, so can't think in the morning is bad too. I can't think, right? Anything where I can't think straight, my Spanish is terrible. Um, so so the biggest thing is learn the language. Take the time to invest in the language. At least know the basics. You know, hola, sí, gracias, por favor, right? Like, de nada, you know, estoy, I am, right? Um, Mi amo, como te llamas, what's your name? Um, so learn the basics, okay? Learn how to say food, comida, say necesito, like I need or you need, necesitas. So these are things you got to learn. Everyone tells me my Spanish is good, but it's terrible. It's terrible. Okay, it is. I hate it. Like I feel like I'm regressing. I don't know how that's possible. But here's the thing, you guys. I've learned enough Spanish living here. I've learned some new things, and I've regressed in other areas. But I will tell you that I've learned enough Spanish here that I can get what I need. I've learned enough Spanish that, oh, damn. Sorry. I ain't gonna lie. There's a very beautiful woman across from me. God dang. She's sitting there having cocoa coffee. Um, Garcon says learning the language opens doors. You are absolutely correct. And the thing about learning the language, when you say opens doors, I can't stress to you how certain situations, Garcon, you are absolutely correct. Certain situations that I was in, had I not learned the language, like it really helped me out. Okay, it really helped me out in certain situations. I go to the local bars, and because I know how to speak a little Spanish, it completely changed my time. See, I'm actually able to go to the local bars and clubs and talk with people, have small conversations. Not perfect, but I can have small conversations with people. Changes your time completely. When you talk about what you need, trying to get things done, um, like when you need services and stuff, when you need people to do stuff for you, when you confused about something, having that language, when we talk about people, you need those skills. So you better know the basics. I'm not saying you have to do that. This Fifth Street, a lot of them can speak a little English. They'll be able to help you out. You'll be able to kind of like gesture. You know how it is when you go to another country, like you can gesture to different things. But completely changes your time by knowing the language. Let me get to these. So Lucy says, have you had many miscommunications since you've been out there? Um, yeah, there's some things that I've not understood the words for. Believe it or not, I have my phone. One of the reasons that I moved here was because my phone service, most American phone services work between Canada and Mexico. So that I didn't have to get a chip, a new SIM card, or go through their phone company. I just use my phone company from the States. This also gives me a chance to learn about living here. But some of the miscommunications is minor, right? It's like certain words that I don't know. Um, I've learned certain verbiage, certain tenses of verbs, and in my studies. But when I came out here, I didn't know how to say the past tense of the same verb, right? Like I want is quiero, right? I want. But if I want to say I wanted, quieri, quiere, right? And it's quiere, right? So there's different little changes in the verbs, right? To say I have something, it's tengo. But if you say I had, it's tuve, right? So like I didn't know how to, or I was. You don't know how much you say I was or I had. You use this a lot, right, in your vernacular, and I didn't realize how much I needed it, and I didn't learn that on Duolingo. So estuve, I was, you know, to be able to say ago, um, or last night. I didn't know how to say last night for the longest. I know how to say tonight, esta noche, right? But I didn't know how to say last night, anoche, or the previous night, anoche. So like, there's just so many things that you don't know that you need, and that's the kind of stuff that you're gonna have to like, bruh, like you got to go and do side studying because it's just not enough. Duolingo don't give you the lessons fast enough. You're not going to be able to study it fast enough. So I will take what I learned from my day and I will go and I'll just look it up on my phone, or I will type in Spanish what I think I'm trying to say and see if it translates in English the way I'm trying to say it. I'm reverse learning by saying, okay, I think it's this in Spanish. I'm going to type it in my translator, and I'm going to see if it's what I'm saying in English. That is a very quick way to learn this language. It's a very quick way to learn this language. Okay? So, miscommunications too. Lucy wanted to know, did I have a lot of miscommunications? For the most part, most people can kind of understand. They will correct your Spanish, or they will say, no, es este, it is this, right? So they will tell you, they will correct you, they will help you. But the biggest thing is at least trying. Some people come out here and say, you got to speak English. It's like, no, why can't you learn part of the language? Why can't you even show that you care enough to come out here and prepare yourself to be out here for an extended period of time, right? Whatever. But thank you. That was a great question. And then Ash says, I speak Spanish fluently, and let me tell you, it opened a lot of doors for me when I stayed in Medellin, Colombia. God damn, I had so much. Ash, bro, you're not even lying, bro. I told y'all when I was in the local bars and clubs, I will tell you that the biggest thing that completely changed my time was being able to communicate with people. Completely changed my time out here. If I hadn't learned the Spanish I did, I could already tell you I would still have a little fun, but I can't even put it into words, you guys. I really can't even put it into words. So there's another little musical group right here, saxophone, playing in front of the little. Let me show you guys. Let's take a quick little. So that's the little coffee bar over there. Got some musicians down there. Got some people walking on the street. So there you go. All right. So I might have to crank one more light on. I didn't want to draw too much attention to myself. But too late. Darknesses, everybody. Darknesses is spreading. All right. I'm so wrong for that. So Garcon says facts. Yeah, bro. Like I'm just. And Ash, something else I want to say. Can't wait to go to Colombia. Can't wait to go to Colombia. I really can't, man. Um, it'll be a great way to be able to save money and see a place that I've always wanted to go. Can't wait for that. Okay. My boy, my cuz here, Ron says, yo, what's happening, bro? I'm glad you could be here. Thank you for making it, man. So let me get to the next subject because we're already at an hour and 20 minutes. I do want to eat at some point. Probably go to that little seafood place right over there. Right? Actually, there's a seafood place literally right next door. I told that dude I would come there too. I don't know. They keep bugging you about, hey, you going to eat or whatever like that. All right? We talked about the people. So listen, there's a lot of vendors. A lot of vendors are going to be asking you to buy stuff. They're going to do that, right? They're going to want you to buy drugs and stuff like that. And so here's the thing. for you guys that are watching, I don't think anybody in my crowd I'm too worried about. But if you're watching this as a pre-recorded video and you're into that kind of stuff, don't do that here. Don't do it here. I believe that it is the getting into that life where you need drugs. Every corner is gonna sell you weed. So if you're like, oh, I can smoke weed in Mexico, right? Like, you probably can, but you're setting yourself up really badly. Okay, you setting yourself up bad. Okay, I believe there was this dude that got beat up. Probably this story I heard about somebody get beat up, and I'm sure it has something to do with drugs. There were people some time ago, I forgot, some Canadians or something that was here, had something to do with drugs, and they actually off them fools in their hotel room. Okay, so do not come here and try to feed your drug habit, because it's going to end really badly for you. It's going to end really badly. All right, we got Beach Bum in the house. What's up? New to the channel. Beach Bum, thank you very much for being here on live stream number 51, brother. Thank you very much. I appreciate you for being here. Anytime you come into the live stream and you got something, you come into any of the chats, I shout out everybody that comes through the chat. So thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you. Welcome to the Simsational Gent. Today, bro, we're just talking about my time living in Mexico for the past like over 2 months now. Living here. I lived in Cancun for a month, and then I've lived here for over a month now. And I'm going to talk about the differences here because once I get to the end here, okay? But the people are great. Everybody here is really nice. They're going to be very helpful to you. And again, this is the biggest piece of advice I can give you about people. Learn to speak the language. I'm not saying you got to be fluent, but know the basics so you can get around and people won't try to mess over you or get over on you, okay? All right. What's the next thing? If you have any questions about people that you have any questions about, let me know down in the chat, and I'll answer your questions. Transportation. Now, here in a city like Playa del Carmen, the beach is literally like that way, straight that way. And at that beach, it's a beach town. So if any of you guys have been to San Diego, which is one of my favorite cities in the United States, Gaslamp District, where you can just walk around, plenty of places to eat, all these little different places to shop, places to eat, real easy to walk around. Really and truly, you can walk most places. If you can't do a lot of walking, there's actually like little bicycles and stuff that's hooked up to bicycle racks. You guys can rent those. It's really cheap. So you can get around on that. There's like a little thing that you can have the bike for so long, and it only costs a certain amount. There's also little buses here. Now, there's big buses, but I don't really know where the big buses go. But there's little small buses, and that was in Cancun, and it was here in Playa del Carmen. And those small buses is like little touring vans, and then so everybody's kind of cramped up in there. It's a way to get around if you need to, but just so you know, you're going to be next to people. It's going to be uncomfortable. Now in Cancun, I took the bus all the time. Pretty much I can get from El Centro in Cancun and get to the hotel zone where I would go out and hang out at the night. And then at the end of the night, before it got too late, before the bus stopped running, I would pay and get back. It only costs 12 pesos to get around on the bus. If you don't know how much 12 pesos is, 60 cents. Okay, 60 cents to catch the bus, right? $1.20 to get back and forth to wherever you want to go. Pretty cheap to get around. I actually do miss Cancun for that reason, because the bus system transported you a little bit better. Well, I don't miss it more than this place, but I'm saying I miss the bus system there. But I will tell you, this place is all walkable. It's like a little small beach town. And we're going to talk about health here in a minute. And because of the walking, because of the heat, because of me drinking más agua, right? More water. Because of that, it's been healthy for me. We're going to get into health because I really need to talk to you guys about your health and the states and some of the differences. I want to make sure I'm clear about certain things. And I want you to guys look at your health a little bit differently in the States after I talk about the health aspects of living here. Okay, because I think it's going to just change your mindset about certain things. Okay. So Geechee says, are you in an Airbnb apartment? What is the cost? Okay. Geechee, that's a great question. Right now, I'm not in an Airbnb right now. I'm in a hotel. I went through Expedia. I had Expedia points, so I just used that to get a hotel here. I'm not going to be here for the full month, but I will be here for the majority of the month. So it was cheaper to actually to get. It was better to. It was cheaper to get the hotel than it was the Airbnb. Not to say I couldn't find one, but just the process of going through Airbnb, it was easier just to use Expedia and just do a normal hotel route. Prior to this place, for the last previous month, I had an Airbnb in a very nice community, very self-enclosed community here in Playa Del Carmen. And it was really nice. I am friends now with I'm friends with the host. Um, she's an actress, and also she has a bunch of other little businesses. Um, and so she was really nice to me, and really took care of me, and all. We looked out, and just I can't explain to you how much. We go back to people real quick. How much that community was so nice to me. Everybody was so helpful. Um, the people here are great. Expats here, the community of expats that are real cool. They're great too. But um, I have videos on that. So I have a video of my last apartment. Go check that out. I'll tell you about the price in that. And I have my video in Cancun. But generally, the price that I've been paying for my apartments here, for the one in Cancun and the one here, has been about between 700 and 750. Now, this hotel for 3 weeks has cost me about somewhere over $600, a little bit over $600, probably about 650 for 3 weeks. So for the month, it would have been about the same. So I've been paying about 700, 750, right? So that's about the going rate. I will say that for what I see in the price difference going a little higher, like I think the difference between 700 all the way to 900 isn't that much. But if you go from 700 to 1,000, like if you go to the 1,000 range, 1,000 to 13, yeah, you're living a little bit better. You're living a little bit better. I just don't know if the cost is worth it if you're trying to save a few extra duckies, right? For that extra difference in price, I could have more fun just hanging out. Does that make sense? I can use my money, eat more, stuff like that. I usually take the extra savings. Right, I paid $1,350 for my condo in Las Vegas. I take the difference and I pay myself because I don't know what emergencies are going to come up. The other thing is, like this month, it's a little bit more expensive for me because I got to pay for more meals and stuff like that. So I kind of didn't pay myself this month because I wanted to make sure I had enough money for the traveling that I have to do in the States and some of the other things I have to take care of. So that's what the price looked like. If you have any more questions about that, let me know. Okay. Beach Bum says, I was in Cancun last month. No one will help you out. No one will help you out. The kindness of their heart, everyone wants a tip. If you are, Beach Bum, you're actually correct. If you are in the whole zona de what's it called? Zona de hoteles, right? Hotel zone. Then yes, a lot of people are looking for money there because it is a tourist trap, and it's not about helping people. But I lived in El Centro, so in El Centro, you have people that, that's the actual town, whatever. That's the actual where everybody just normally lives. I found that people were nice. Now, it kind of was like New York in a way. There was sometimes you'd be going and people wouldn't talk to you or anything like that. But people kind of just minding their own business. But if you ever got a chance to talk and speak to people, I've had good times with talking to people. But a great place. Yeah, absolutely. I had a great time in Cancun. Actually, my time in Cancun was really good. I don't regret it. I loved walking around. It's just that where I lived at in Hotel Zone, it just took a long time. Like, let me put it this way. from where my old apartment was, my old place in here, my Airbnb, all the way to my to Walmart. It's about 15-20 minute walk, which was the same distance of a walk for me in Cancun from where I lived at to Walmart. The difference between there and here is here, if you walk from where I lived at to Walmart, there is so much to see along the way. There's so many shops, stores, people. It's just a good walk, right? Like you feel like you're it's lively and you see things. When I lived in El Centro, you have to go through all these neighborhoods. You may not see people for a while, right? You might be walking and you might not see anything until you get to the main strip, and then like you're within 5 minutes of walking to Walmart at that point. Okay, so I like it better here because it reminds me of living in San Diego or being in San Diego, where you walk and you see everything. So that's the difference. Thank you very much, Zona Hotelera. Thank you, I appreciate that. Couldn't remember how to say it. Yep. Okay, so that's pretty much my experience with that. Great questions, though. If you guys have any more questions about that, let me know. Where are we at? Transportation. So the other thing is, if you're going to catch a cab, like there's a lot of cabs here. There's cabs on every corner, damn near. If you're going to catch a cab, do not have pesos. Do not have cash, right? If you talk to them in pesos, then you know what you're working with. If you work with cash, they're going to look at you like, okay, I'm going to fleece you out your cash because you don't have any way to you don't have pesos. So I can say, well, I got my cost to turn this dollar into a pesos. I'm going to charge you a little bit more. So what would have been, 40 pesos, 20 pesos, maybe 50 pesos for you to catch a cab, now may cost you 100 pesos, may cost you 150 pesos, may cost you 200 pesos, depending on where and how far you're going. So keep pesos on you. There's a bank here called Citibank Citibank Mexico. You'll know what I'm talking about, right? Blue, red, Citibank type thing. It will convert your dollars to pesos for a minimum fee. And I believe my bank has been giving me some of those transaction fees back, or some of my ATM fees back later on at the end of the month, if I remember correctly. I remember seeing rebates from using the ATM. Also, like right on the corner, a lot of these corners are, some places, there are places for you to exchange your dollars into pesos. And some places don't require you to have your passport. Some of the bigger places want you to have your passport with you to be able to exchange dollars to pesos. Now, I'm not going to carry my passport around here because the last thing you want is for anything to happen to that passport. Okay, then you'd be going to the consulate and stuff like that, trying to get a new passport, and I don't want none of that stress drive. Okay, if you start having problems going to places or finding places to turn dollars into pesos, then use your ATM card or debit card or whatever and go to one of the city banks if you're here. There are also places in Cancun. There's a little alley that has a lot of little shops and stores. There's actually an ATM at the end of that transfers dollars into pesos, right? Or that you can withdraw pesos. Any questions on that? Let me know down in the thing. The ATM fee is usually around 30 Mexican dollars, or 30 pesos. So it comes out to about $1.50. So about normal ATM fees, maybe even cheaper than your ATM in the States. ATMs in the States like $5-6, right? Which would be over like 100 pesos. So it's 100, it'd be like over 100 pesos here. So it's about 30 pesos here for you to do your transaction fee here in the States. Every transaction fee that I've seen has been pennies on a dollar from what I've seen. Okay. What else with transportation? That's pretty much it. There's cabs, there's bikes, there's walk, there's the bus, right? You can rent a car. I haven't rented a car here. Would I suggest renting a car? Depends on where you're going and what you're trying to accomplish, what you want to see. Because renting a car, it's like an hour to get to here. It's between here to Cancun is about an hour. So maybe you want to go to Tulum. That's another hour away. So if you had a car, you'd be able to get to these places pretty quick. But without a car, then you got to, kind of arrange something else. All right. What else? All right. If there's any other questions right now, let me know. For me, on any of these topics, so far, I'll just let y'all know before I get to the very last topic. Oh, sorry. I missed something. I didn't talk about the health. Sorry, there's two things I didn't talk about. Health and the differences. Okay? I kind of been talking about the differences as I go along. So if you have any questions about the difference between Cancun and Playa del Carmen, let me know. I have a couple more differences that I'll tell you about. But let me talk about health. When it comes to health, you guys, when I first got here, I'd say for the first month that I was here, between living in Cancun and living here, my stomach was really tore up. I would tell you I probably was using the bathroom all the goddamn time. I thought something was wrong with me. I thought maybe I drank the water. I think maybe I ate something bad. I'll be honest, I even stopped eating tacos for a while because I was like, I don't know what's going on. When I started talking to the people that lived in the community where I was living at, they told me that it's something normal. That they notice that when they leave and they come back, their stomach is messed up too. And when they go back to the States, they start eating that food, their stomach is messed up too. And what they told me was they believe that once you come here, you're starting to drink more water because you got to stay hydrated. You're eating foods that have all those toxins in it, have all that stuff. Even down the street over that way, there's health bars where you can eat organic and all that stuff like that if you're into that kind of stuff. The foods don't have all this different stuff. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you my Coca-Cola bottle. On the labels to a lot of places, there's the labels, and it'll tell you on the label exactly what the hell you're looking out for. So on this one, it tells you about exceso azúcares, right? So excessive sugar and calories. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. I haven't had to say it before. But so it's telling you there's a lot of calories in here. It tells you there's a lot of sugar. Now, I tasted this Coca-Cola when I first got here, and I didn't like them when I first got here because I said, man, what did I get, a Diet Coke? And the difference is, if you look and read the label on here, there's about 7.5 grams of sugar. I challenge you right now, if you have Coca-Cola in your house, go grab your Coca-Cola. Go read the back of it. I guarantee it's in excess of 20 grams of sugar. 7.5, 3 times as much in the state. Let me tell you exactly how much I looked when I looked online, how much grams of sugar that a Coca-Cola has. A gram of Coca-Cola has almost like 39 grams of sugar. Tell me if I'm wrong. You guys Google it right now. But I'm telling you, it's at least 3 to 5 times as much sugar in the Cokes in the States than it is here. The other thing is, they tell you in all the foods what's going to be, if it tells you as much fat, it tells you if it has a lot of calories, it tells you there's a lot of cholesterol. Everything is on the labels, so you guys can make safe decisions. So when you come here, your stomach may be messed up, and it could be the water, it could be a whole bunch of things, but for the most part, if you stay here and you eat long enough, you're going to be clearing all those toxins out. You're going to be clearing your stomach of all that different stuff. Now, the first time that I was here, when I was in Cancun 2 years ago, I started eating better, started eating healthier. In about 3.5 days of me being in Cancun, I had abs again. I was starting to get abs again because I was working out every day. It's taking me a little longer here, okay? My uncle told me, he said, I don't think you're going to get abs again in 3 days. You're right, because it took me like 2 months. And I'm starting to just see a little bit of my abs again. I've lost a little bit over 10 pounds now. And that's because I'm not trying to eat in excess. I eat what I need. I'm not trying to like binge on a bunch of snacks. I eat what I need and I keep it stepping. Drinking more water. And so here's what I got to tell you guys about your health. You guys got to make health a priority. I know it's expensive to eat healthy because everything has crap in it. But I would definitely like eat a little bit leaner in the States. I would stop eating as much as fat in the States. I would cut back on all that stuff. I would tell you when I go back, If I go back, I ain't gonna lie, I do want a cheeseburger. I want a cheeseburger, damn it, from the States. But if I had to go back and live for any significant amount of time, I would definitely change my diet up just because something's not right. It's not right. And I challenge some of you guys who get a little bit older, get a little long in the tooth, even some of you guys that are starting to, you got kids, your kids about to have kids, you got to eat better. You got to eat better. Something's wrong with that food. I'm telling you right now. So that's what my kick on health. Check out my video where I found a gym here. I've had that footage for like a month, but I didn't want to just give y'all some just boring ass gym video. Kind of made that one a little light play on it to make it interesting. I made it quick, made it digestible, but I was just trying to make a point. And I found a gym here. Everybody in the gym here they're models. They're goddamn models. Like, I got here and I was like, I can't compete with these beach bodies. Can't compete with all these beautiful people. There are some beautiful women in that goddamn gym, but all of them might as well be Instagram models. Because look like everybody is trying to keep their body up to look good on the beach, to look good on their pictures, right? They're wearing tight stuff. I mean, so tight. Damn. Okay? I can't stress to you guys. I didn't even put it in the video fully. You can only look a little bit. I don't want to be that dude that's creeping around with a damn video camera, but you guys can see, okay? The dress here, women wear a little bit less. It's hot, it's warm, a little bit provocative, and that's what it is. So, where am I at on battery power? Damn, okay. Still doing okay. All right. We're going to be ending this soon anyway. We're getting to the 2-hour mark. I said I wouldn't get here, but I had plenty of power. And I want you guys to get a feel for it. And you guys get to see the people in the background, get a good feel for this place, right? Right? People just having coffee, right? People like to have coffee here and stuff. Love drinking coffee here. So if you're going like a date here or something like that, I've seen that a lot of people love coffee dates. They love simple dates, right? You go on a date, you don't have to, like let's say you start talking to a Mexicana, or I don't know about the dudes, but I can see from the dudes that are here dating the girls here, simple dates, right? Doesn't have to be overly expensive. She's not trying to make you break open your wallet. I will tell you that the difference is if you're the prettier of the girl you start talking to, the more she's going to require. But where is that any different? And you can still have a pretty looking girl here, and you're still gonna have like, you're not gonna have the overly expensive dates. You're not gonna have to like pop bottles to get a really, really pretty girl. You will need a little bit more money. You will have to spend a little bit more, right? And I'm not gonna tell you money is just gonna get you the prettiest girl. But I will tell you that if you do the work, you work on yourself, you've done some of the self-work as much as you can, and you come out here with a few dollars in your pocket, you might can do okay. Okay? So I just want to be realistic for you guys. That's how I felt going to the gym in Colombia. It was ridiculous. Bro, the gym. Man, look, first of all, I can't even imagine going to the gym in Colombia. Because if the girls look like they do here, which pretty much goddamn models, then Colombia has to be goddamn insane. Which I will probably, when I go to Colombia, I will be living there for probably a month or two. Right? If I'm going to go to that region, I'm going to be there a month or two. I will bring you guys gym footage from Colombia when I go there. That's future Sean. I don't know exactly when, but I do want to go there. I will be living there. Oh, snap. Great love and effect. It's my Uncle Nolan. What up, Neff? What up, Unc? Hey, what up? Thank you for being here. Now, this dude here, Unc lived here for 2 years, or for a year. And so he's very familiar with it. Matter of fact, Unc has been and done some things that I haven't got a chance to do yet. Before I leave here, I want to get to a couple of those rooftop bars. I've actually been to one or two of them, but I do want to go to a couple more because that's kind of more my style now. Kind of just sitting having a beer. I actually usually only have about 2 beers now, except that last video I saw, I had 7. Okay, but I don't really drink a lot anymore. I usually only have like 1 or 2 beers. I don't really drink. I might have 1 or 2 vodkas, and that's it. I'm tired. I don't want to drink no more. It's damn hot here. Okay. Um, and then Ash says, "Bro, the chicks look extremely pretty there. Playa got nothing. Playa got nothing on them. Oh yeah, I can imagine, bro. Let me get up here. Uncle says, you digging the gym? Yeah, Uncle. The gym here is pretty cool. I would say there's enough people working out. Everybody's trying to maintain. Everybody looks good. That it kind of makes you work harder when you're at the gym. Um, there's enough of all the machines I like. They don't have everything I like, but I will say that I'm able to do every exercise I need to do. Remember when you told me, Unc, that you said when I said, yeah, I'm hoping I get down there so I can lose and get my abs back. I got them in 3.5 days last time. You know what you told me, Unc? You said, I think it's going to take you a little bit longer. Yeah, I'm just starting to see abs now, Unc. What I've been here 2 months and a week or so. I'm just now seeing abs. Okay, so it took me a little bit longer. I wasn't even eating crazy. It just was different. It was just different this time around. I had put on a little weight. I admit it. And it took me a while to get these abs back. So, and I've gotten a little bit older since I was here. So it took me a little longer. So you was right, Unc. Not claiming a lot of you. The gym was pretty cool, though. I enjoy it. It was and the good thing is I'll leave out the gym, and then you can leave out the gym, and there's places to eat, right? Like, there's a good little breakfast you can have, stuff like that. Also, Unc, I also found there's a place that you was telling me about. I didn't know what place you was talking about, but you told me on Thursdays to do 2-for-1 pizzas. I haven't eaten there yet because it's only on Thursdays, jueves, that you get the 2-for-1 pizza deal. But this Thursday, it's literally as soon as you come out of the gym, it's that little place right there in the corner. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the one. Cuddy says, heard the gym in Colombia was bananas. Oh, yeah, man. Again, when I get there, Cuddy, I plan to definitely bring footage from there. Jason says, I want to see the girls at the sexy bar. Check out my previous videos, bro. You'll get it. Oh, if you're talking about any other bar, then I can't help you there. The Fives, the Thompson are the best. Okay, I'll check them out. Thank you for giving me those recommendations because I had no clue where. And if you already know where it's at, then I don't have to go look on the Google or something like that. Wanda says, everyone, please hit the thumbs up for the host. Oh, thank you very much, Wanda. Yeah, y'all hit that like button. Y'all helping out the algorithm and stuff like that. Y'all help more people find this video. I hope that what you found tonight has been very helpful. Just giving you my limited experience here. Again, I haven't done too much. I tend to live more of a normal life here than I do some extravagant life. Now, go check out my club videos and stuff like that. When I have gone out, I've had a good time. But typically, I just like to walk the streets, people watch. Let me know in the chat. You used to sit down, just sit at a place, eat, and just people watch. I don't know why. Cool. And look, this is the rooftop of my hotel. I mean, literally, I got people watching here, right? There's all kind of, actually, it's a Wednesday night. So on the weekends, there's a little bit more flow here, but really all the party stuff is down the other way, okay? Thank you very much, Wanda, for telling everybody to hit the likes. So anyway, the differences between PDC and Playa del Carmen and Cancun. Cancun, most of you guys will go. You'll be in a hotel zone. So that place, to me, you're not getting the full experience of Mexico. You're pretty much getting, very touristy stuff. If you live in El Centro, you're going to get more of what real life is living there. But if you live here, it all kind of feels a little touristy. But as you start moving away from 5th Street, it's real life. And that real life there's a lot of still shops and stores. That's why I like this place better, because you can walk everywhere. There's a lot of places to eat. And you're still getting the real life, but you're also getting that excitement still. Like just where you live at, walking out your door, you have shops and stores and just little mom and pop places that you can go and eat. And to me, I love that better. I love that best. I think that's why San Diego is probably one of my favorite cities. If you're down in Gaslamp, I just like being able to walk around, eat, drink, be merry. And that's this town. But again, as you live closer to here, it's going to cost you a lot more. So I do miss my Airbnb away from here. because it was just cheaper. It was cheaper to live that way. Okay. Lou says, "Oh, people watching is so fascinating." Oh, yeah. If you like people watching, and you would absolutely love being here, right? You'll be able to eat. You'll be able to eat. Um, yep, that girl right there just waved, trying to check out the live stream. So, so you'll be able to eat, see people watch, have a little drink, have a coffee. There's a lot of live bands and stuff like that, and yep. Oh, that happens to me a lot. I get a lot of looks. If you look at yesterday's video, that was around the same club, right? So that was previous footage I had around the club that I talked about yesterday. But I was just walking and I'm getting these smiles and looks and stuff like that. For whatever reason, it is what it is. Okay. There was a woman standing up there and she just smiling and talking and whatever. And so I don't know what's going on there, but whatever. So again, work on yourself, work on your presence, and maybe you might get some looks. Okay. I don't know what to tell you guys, right? Damn. I'll be honest with you. I'm too hungry to figure out what that number says. Okay. 50, 1,000, 100. Go to Belize while you're in Mexico. Oh, yes, absolutely. Listen, one of my biggest regrets right now is that I was this close to Belize, and I'm not going to wind up going. Something came up in the States that I got to go back for, and so I was going to stay in Cancun for a month. I was going to stay in Playa Del Carmen for a month, and then right now I was supposed to be in like Colombia. I was supposed to be in Colombia, or Belize, or where else? I was thinking of Panama. I was thinking about going to those places. So I had an agenda that I was going to be gone for months doing this, but there's something potentially going on that's going to take me back to the States, but it's okay. I need to go back to the States. There's just things I need to go take care of. Okay? Something I need to go check out. Okay. And then, but yes, definitely. Here's the thing. Here's the reason why I'm not worried about it, because I will be living here again. This is all part of the plan. This is like full time for me. You know what I mean? This isn't just a vacation. So make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, the bell icon notification, that's the subscribe button, so you get more here on TSG, where you get to see my life doing this full time, right? Get to see my travel adventures. This is my life. This will be my life. Okay. I have a lot I'm trying to accomplish right now with this channel, with my personal life, with my finances, with my business, right? And that I hope you guys follow along, because I'll take you guys on that journey. Beach Bum says, I stayed downtown Cancun and hung out with the locals. Absolutely. Absolutely. Downtown Cancun, you could just go to Hotel Zone. But what you get when you live in downtown Cancun is you get peace. And that's something you're not going to get living in Hotel Zone. Now, this place can be loud depending on where your hotel is, but this is not that bad. It's not that bad. I can deal with the music. It's not that bad. Okay? What I will say to you is, though, if you live in Hotel Zone in Cancun, off the chain. I mean, it's fun. It's really fun. But off the chain, it's busy. Okay? All right? Let's see what else we got. And the locals have been probably my favorite part about living here. Just getting to know people. It's been my favorite part about living here. Okay? Beach Bum says, I stayed downtown. Oh, got that. Did I miss something? Oh, same comment. Okay, gotcha. All right. So listen, this brings me to my last point before I close out tonight's live stream. And I want you guys, before you click out of here, before you think about leaving, we'll talk about something that's a little sensitive. Okay? For some of you guys. Some of you guys have been struggling in the States right now. The one thing that I've learned about living here, that I have here, that you guys are missing in the States is peace. I have peace here. I actually sleep well here. Not every place. Not every place. A couple of them pillows was hard, but I sleep. I sleep better here than I do in the States. You have a bunch of people that will tell you, before I get into it, ES Instrumentals with the $5 super chat. Thank you very much, brother. Let me read it out. I appreciate the lifestyle you are showing us. Brother, I have so much more I want to show you guys. And I think I'm going to do an impromptu live stream this weekend. So look out for the thumbnail. I'll put a notification up. But I think I'm going to do an impromptu live stream probably either Friday or Saturday. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the camera out and I'm just going to do a live stream. I'm not going to be able to interact with the comments as much because I'm going to have the little holder. But I'm going to show you guys Fifth Street on the weekend, how bananas it gets, how crazy it gets. So you guys can see. No pre-recorded. It's going to be live. I'm going to try to interact with the people if I can. Let y'all know how bad my Spanish is. And but I'm just going to show you. I'm going to show you guys. So look out for that. You're going to want to subscribe to the channel if you're not, so you can get more content like that. And I can do more like that if y'all want it. But let me tell you, the money that you guys send me in super chats, I put right back into the channel, right? Like it costs me so much per month to have StreamYard, right? I don't even make that in super chats per month, but I do it because it allows me to have better quality live stream than just doing the basic plan, right? Allows me to have the logo up in the thing, not the little watermark, right? I haven't even, honestly, I haven't even cashed out my first of my YouTube money yet. I don't even know how much it is right now, okay? But I thank you guys for everybody who's donated to this channel because I will always use it to either reinvest back in the channel or put myself in a position that I can show you something better, take you on a tour or do something like that. I'm good on my own money. You know what I mean? So even if it puts me in a better spot so I can show you something better. You know what I mean? But for right now, for what I get from you guys, it goes right back into this channel. So thank you. I do got Instagram, bro. Right? I do got Instagram. Hold on real quick. Hold on. I'm going to type it in the chat. And I'm going to tell you guys. So this is what I've been trying to do with my Instagram. So I also talk about, again, thank you again for the $5 super chat. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. Thank you. So I do have Instagram. I just put it in the chat. I'm going to highlight that at the Simsational Gent. I've gotten better with my Instagram. I typically do like memes I see or different discussions I see because I also talk, this is a men's channel, right? This is a men's channel where we talk about men's issues. I'm trying to, with the channel, I try to combine the traveling with the men's issues because on one hand, you live out in the States and you have to deal with all the BS. Like my last thing I was talking about was peace. So you guys have to deal with certain things. Some of you ladies have to deal with certain things. I talk to my female friends too. I know what y'all going through. A lot of you guys, everyone in the States is going through, believe it or not, a lot of you guys are going through trauma. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But aside from the trauma, I try to take the issues I talk about and I'm going to show you guys how I'm living. And I'm going to show you guys how it is to live differently, how it is to live in peace, how it is to live a different lifestyle than what we see in Western culture, so that you guys can start saying, you know what, man, I want to start planning to live a certain way where I can live a peaceful life so you don't have to live with the stress. I'm not saying moving out of the country is the way to go, but even you guys having the funds and the ability to be able to leave and see this stuff and detox from all of the BS, all of the shit that they pushing on us in these states. all of the stuff that is in your heads that you guys got to deal with, the stress. You guys are stressing about gas prices, yo. I seen these prices. I mean, I saw $7 the other day. I mean, God, it's ridiculous. All right. So on the Simsational Gent, what I plan to do with it here in the future, and I got to get better about it, but it's kind of what I want to do with the impromptu live stream that I'm going to do on the streets. I'm going to start doing a little daily filming. The reason why I haven't done it is because I just want to make sure that I'm getting, like what I'll do is I'll film what I'm seeing while giving certain thoughts of the day on things I've noticed. Because I see the news, I see what y'all are going through, I see what's in the manosphere, I see what's in the communities. So I can talk about that while showing you guys what I'm going through. If there's any thoughts I have. That's why I also use the Instagram to post memes to talk about different issues. Just to kind of put thoughts in your head. What do you think about this? But I definitely need to do smaller videos of showing you guys what's up. Okay. So the last thing is, again, you guys are dealing with gas prices. You guys, like 4th of July, you got hundreds of mass shootings that have occurred in the States this year. Some of you guys are still reeling from the pandemic where like you had all this time off, you didn't know what was going on, and now you're back to the job. Some of you guys have taken the proverbial red pill and woken up from the matrix, and now you say, man, I see that this is just another method of control. You look at things and you say, man, these mofos don't even care about us. They don't give a damn about me and my family. They don't care about anything about me and what's going on with me. And so I'm not saying moving here is the right choice for everybody. And if your mindset and your heart ain't right and you ain't worked on yourself, it might be good for you to come out here to get your eyes open. But until you start doing some of the self-worth, will you really appreciate a place like this? Will you truly be transformed? Or are you coming here just because you're like, oh, I just heard about this? I'm not saying that you guys shouldn't come out here and enjoy yourself to the max, okay? I'm not saying that, okay? But what I am telling you guys is that I want you guys to expand your thinking, and I want you to see other things and other ways of life, and let that make you make decisions that are going to enhance your life, that's going to make you get on your grind. I see Lucis in the house. Like me and Lucis always talk about being on your purpose. If coming out here makes you grind harder for your purpose, the channel for you. I've done my job. Okay? I wanted to open your mind. Okay? And that's why I still go back to the other topics. Right? Because I want you guys to see some of the things that you're going through, some of the things that's going on out here in the manosphere that affects you guys, so that you guys can be aware of it and that it doesn't take you off of your purpose. Let me get here. My boy Lucis in the house. Lucis says, showing options, domestic discernment of picking the best modern women or going foreign for traditional women is what's needed, especially for Black men. I believe that you and I talk about it all the time on the channel, Lucis, right? You've been on the channel multiple times. And all I can say is that, yeah, I think having that discernment will help you to be able to pick better if that's what you desire. If you desire to have someone in your life that is going to mean well for you, if you want someone that is going to appreciate you, that you're willing to work hard for, that you're willing to give them the best of yourself without having to worry about, are they going to take advantage of you? Then do that self-worth. Do the self-work. In the meantime, channels like this one, I hope shows you that there are other options that help you to use that discernment so that you can work on the things you need to work on. So you can get out places like this and other places that you guys are going to see me go. And then you can have a great time. and you can live your best life. Any questions for me down below? I'm going to go ahead and get out of this live stream because my laptop, everything held up really fine tonight. I am so grateful. I am so grateful for you guys tonight being here and sticking around as long. Okay? The laptop held up on power. The phone held up on power. Psh, next week's live stream will be on the rooftop again. I can't wait to do it again. Okay? So, shout out to my boy Lucis, who's always here on the channel. So I always do this at the end. Actually, I forgot. I'm slipping, Lucis. Why you letting me slip? Okay? Before I get to that, just so you guys know, the banner down below, read the banner down below. This channel is an affiliate of Surfshark, just so you guys know. Listen, I didn't think I needed a VPN, but since I've been out here, that VPN has helped me so much, okay? So I chose Surfshark. I am proud to be with Surfshark. Right now, I'm using Surfshark now to stream my internet through it. It allows me to also watch my shows that aren't regionally coded, and I've been protected from a couple attacks because of it. And it's just great to have when you're out of the country. When you're out of the country, you need a VPN, and the one that I use is Surfshark. So if you go ahead and use the link below and use the promo code GENT, G-E-N-T, you'll save 83% off your subscription, and you'll get 3 months for free. All right? So that's my only plug on that. Let me get to the question of the day. Question of the day. So, what is or what would be your biggest concern living in Mexico vice the United States? What is your biggest takeaway from the things I talked about in tonight's live stream? So I want to know from you guys, what is ailing you? What would make you scared to live here? What would make you not want to be here? What would make you not want to do what I'm doing? To at least come visit for an extended period of time. More than a week, more than 2 weeks, right? Most people vacation 2 weeks. What is your concern? What would be making you scared to stay a month? I'm not saying you got to live here, but what would make you scared to stay for a month? Other than finances. If finances were an issue, what would you be nervous about? What is your concerns? Let me know down in the chat. And the other thing is, from the different things I talked about, from my experience here, what did you take away from my experience here? What did you get? What is the best thing that you learned from what I talked about in tonight's live stream? Let me know down in the comments below. Let's get the conversation started. And then, as always, if you come in here, you come here to Simsational Gent, you leave a comment. I do a shout out in the beginning, and I shout you out at the end. Let me first say to ES Instrumentals, again, thank you for the $5 super chat. Everything that you guys have sent me, I use again here, so I appreciate you. My boy Lucis, who's always a big contributor to the show. Can't wait to have you on in the future there, Lucis. Until I get this internet, everything working. Maybe next week's stream we can have people back on again. I'll probably be back to normal topics next week while we have this beautiful background going on. Beach Bum, thank you for being here. Thank you for the great questions. And yes, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram, which is at the Simsational Gent. And that's where I'm just going to give you little snippets about the things that we talk about. Also, I'm going to try to start bringing you many videos of my time here. So look for that. All right. LXXV1II. Okay. I really can't think all right now what the hell that is, but thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I don't know why I can't count right now in Roman numerals at the top. Thank you for being here. I want to give a shout out to my girl, Lucy from Brick Girls Go Stateside. Check her channel out for sure. Grandma Does It All up here looking out for you. Make sure you hit that like button. Check out her channel. It's a great family channel. Thank you for being here, Wanda. I appreciate you. My Uncle Nolan in the house. Thank you for coming through and supporting your boy Unc. I appreciate you. Jason, you want girls. Okay, I get it. That's what you want. Okay. So that's available everywhere. You'll have to look that up. I don't have that type of information, but I will tell you it is available. And honestly, if you approach it on the street, they'll hook you up. But you got to be careful with that kind of stuff where you go because you don't want to get taken advantage of. I want to thank my brother for showing up here with my nephew saying what's up. Thank you, brother, for being here. I want to thank Ash L for his for giving us So his perspectives and thoughts on that. I definitely appreciate everybody who's contributed to this conversation. Thank you, brother. Who else did we forget? Oh, Geechee Lion. Thank you for being here, brother. Thank you for contributing to the conversation tonight. And thank you so much, man. Who else was up in the house? I want to thank my cuz, Ron Pie. That is a crazy name, bro. I don't know what that means. And then my boy Garcon TV, check him out. Check him out. Thank you for contributing to the conversation tonight, brother. I couldn't have done it without you. Who else we had? Y'all go check out MZG. He follows me on Instagram. He also follows me here. Has been following the channel. Thank you very much. And here's the other thing too, brothers. If you guys go on my Instagram and you guys throw me, send me a message in the chat about something else you want to know about, I'm willing to chat with you, brothers, and stuff like that. Let me know something that I can talk offline about that I can't talk about here. Let me know. I'll let y'all know. Okay. Thank you for being here, brother. Let me get to the new comment down below real quick. Beach Bone says, I'm afraid if I stay in Mexico long enough, I'll never go back to the USA to visit fam. It's tough. I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to leave. It's a pain. I don't want to pack up all my bags. Oh, something else I didn't tell you about. Lucy says, love the rooftop. Great live, Sean. Thank you very much, Lucy. Thank you for being here. Lucy says, I've never had any issues with Mexico. I find the amigos and senoritas very friendly. I do as well. Love it here. Absolutely love it here. Dave says, love the rooftop stream. Thanks for bringing us there. Nothing sounds scary about living there. In fact, we're thinking about spending the winter. Absolutely. I'm thinking about going and spend the winter somewhere warm too because, it's the thing that you do. I'm thinking about actually going to Thailand in the winter. If I go to Thailand in the winter, hopefully I can hook up with my bro, Richie Mack. And I can't wait to do a video with Richie Mack from Zoom to Thailand. Shout out to my boy Richie Mack and shout out to Zoom to Thailand. Can't wait. I would love to bring you guys that. So stay tuned for that. But I'm really thinking Thailand might be where I go for the winter. Also, to be an opportunity for me to save more money. Y'all, I don't know if y'all know, there's a theme here. I'm trying to save money, but it's been very difficult for a number of reasons. I really need to get to a certain threshold. I'm trying to get some stuff done. Who else did I miss? Let's see who else. I want to make sure I get all of you guys. I always like to give shout outs to everybody that came through. Who else? My friend Karen M. Make sure you go check out House of Chill. Just real good house music. Just people chilling and talking. Mess. It's usually a late night stream, which I like about it. Right? What else? Oh, I almost missed somebody. See? Also, go check out the Sand Van. This is an excellent channel with their van life channel. I'm telling you, I love it. I want to do van life in the States, but I was like, man, I don't know. I'm going to turn a conversion van into where I live at in the States. And part of the problem is living in a van in the States don't change the issues and the problems that's happening in the States that make me want to leave. That's a whole nother topic. I'll talk about that on a video in the future if y'all want that. Who else was here? Dave and Kathy, thank you for being here. Appreciate you, brother. I know I just read your comment, but thank you for being here. Check out their channel, too. They also do travel within the States, showing you all the beauty that's still in the States. If you can't get out here, there's still so much you can see. Don't think you're limited to coming out here. Once gas go down, fill up your car, pack a bag, or throw a bag in the back of the car, get in your car, get the hell out of where you're from, okay? And last but not least, Men's Daily Advice and Encouragement channel. Check out Mr. GG's channel. This brother right here is talking about another brother talking about big things in the Red Pill and the MGTOW community that you guys may be interested in. So thank you for being here. If there's anybody that I missed, let me know. Leave a comment down below in the chat so I can make sure that I can get to you. Beach Bum says, I'm afraid if I stay. Oh, yeah, that's what you're afraid of. Yeah, okay, I caught that. Right? And never any issues. Yeah, really, listen. If you are willing to budget your money, listen, you can come out here, budget for your money to have a good time. But if you're willing to budget your money, you're not willing to live dangerously, you're not willing to, there's certain things you could ball out on, but you're not willing to be too frivolous and stuff like that, if you're willing to learn the language, you're willing to talk to people, you're willing to be friendly, learn the language. I can't stress that enough. You want to know biggest takeaway? Budget. Realize this ain't your country, so be cordial. Learn the language. Tell me if I'm wrong. Anybody tell me if I'm wrong. If your money's right, you're coming here, you're humble, and you learn to be able to communicate with people, smooth sailings. Smooth sailings. Everything else is laying out. Right? Everything else you can kind of get to. Okay? So, gents, it's been great. Thank you guys for being here. My computer just now told me my battery is going to die. So I'm about to end this live stream. Make sure you guys check out for this week. I have a video coming out tomorrow. It's a pretty interesting video. It's a single. It's me talking about an issue that we talk about on the channel, but I'm walking down like one of the normal streets here in Playa del Carmen as I talk about the issue. So I'm going to start trying to do that more with my talking about the different issues. I'm just take a walk and then voice my opinion instead of having some weird setup. I'm gonna do more stuff like this. So I hope you guys enjoy that format. Let me get, I see some more comments. Rooftop location is awesome, Sean. Thank you very much. I'm gonna do this again next week. And also I'm gonna do a walking live stream probably this weekend. It's gonna be impromptu. If you come, you come. You don't, you don't. But I'll let y'all see Fifth Street live, okay? I didn't plan on doing that, but I'm gonna do it now. Okay, and Lou said, don't forget Ham's Flight Kit Box. Thank you. Yes, go check out my brother John from Ham's Flight Kit Box. He's also a big supporter of the channel. Thank you for being here too, brother. Thank you very much. Yes, I did miss it. Thank you, Lucis, for that. Okay, so go check out John's channel on Ham's Flight Box. God damn it, on Ham's Flight Kit Box. Okay, go check that channel out. Okay, all right. I want to support everybody. Where was that? So, yeah. So I want to do a live stream on the street. So I hope you guys appreciate that. But I gotta get up out of here. So, gents, take the time, work on yourself, put in the work on your purpose. This is doable, even if it is just to get out of the country more often, to see something different, to change your thinking, will help you tremendously. I promise you that. Okay, but do the work. Do the work. Do the work. All right. With that being said, y'all, live your best life.